Kaya.
I'm Amy. I'm Roger.
And we're going to tell you about compost ponics. I'm Kaya, and the partner here is Raja. Raja, show him you.
Hi guys.
Okay, and we are going to be showing you how to make a hydroponic system. This is our hydroponic system right here. We're growing tomatoes. We're actually doing a little experiment. We're testing to see if the growth medium affects how well tomatoes grow. Growth medium is what you put in these little cups right here. These are called root cups. So you pull these out, and the tomato roots comes out of here, goes in the water. The water in question, inside the tank. That's full of nutrients. We're using compost tea as our nutrients, but you can go to the store and buy a nutrient solution. Let's see if I can take this out and show you guys the water. Here's our tank. That right there is a key ingredient in hydroponics. It's air. You have to need air stones. It's to go in your tank. It aerates the roots. It aerates the water. It gives plants what they need. And here, the medium we're using is grow stones, which are like kind of like smooth cinder, except they're actually designed for hydroponics. We're using the same amount of nutrients for each of these. Both compost tea made from our school. This is not the only kind of hydroponics. This is called a static hydroponic system. This is also a static, and that's also a static right there. But the other kind of hydroponic system that you could also set up in your house is called a flow-through system. These are used in more industrial hydroponics growing companies. What happens basically is that there will be tanks of water at the edge of these. There will be pumps inside the tanks, and the pumps will pump water through these tubes. The water will be nutrient rich, like all hydroponic solutions. This is a root cup. It goes in here. The plant goes in there, the cinder goes in there, or whatever growth medium you want to use. You could use coconut coir, or like I said, grow stones, clay beads. And the plants just dangle in here, and it flows through and just continually recirculates. The only difference is that in that you have to replace the water that recirculates more frequently, and in these you have to replace them every week. Alright, so let's continue on and show you how to build a hydroponic system.
Hi, I'm Aiden. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make two different types of static systems. One is a fish tank system, and the other is a hydro farm system. This one is store-bought, and this one is just a regular fish tank. For the fish tank one, the materials that you need is a net cup, or however many plants you want to grow, styrofoam, paint, water, nutrients, and the fish tank. First, you have to get your fish tank and paint the outsides. You have to do this so the sunlight doesn't penetrate through and make algae grow. Then you fill it with water and add your nutrients. After this, you cut out a piece of styrofoam to fit in here, like kind of tight. And then you get a drill to cut your holes for your net cups so they fit in tight. And then you put your plants in, and then grow stones or cinder, whichever one you want to use. And then you just let it grow. For this one, store-bought, all you really need is water and cinder. You fill it up with water, and then you pour in your cinder, and then you plant your plants.
Hi, I'm Kaya, and you're probably wondering, why should I be using hydroponics instead of just having an open garden? I'll tell you a few reasons why. If you look at our garden right now, you can see how big it is. It's probably maybe 50 feet of garden beds. This takes up a lot of space. This is all of our garden. Hydroponics, you could probably grow the same number of plants in probably half the area. Grow more plants per square foot. And they probably grow better too because they get the exact amount of nutrients. You already know how the hydroponic system works from the beginning of the video. Let's also go look around at some of the plants. This is a pretty obvious similarity in also growing plants. They have soil. But there is also things called soil-borne diseases. And that's just a disease that travels through the soil could mess up your root. You could get nematodes. You could get all kind of root-dwelling critters. That's not good for your plants at all. Hydroponics, you don't have soil. Nematodes can't live in soil, and many of these things can affect you.
We live by the midnight star.
Another advantage of hydroponics over soil growing is control over your environment. With soil growing, a lot of people just use compost that they made themselves. We have a chicken in our compost that gives us chicken waste and all that. We put that in our garden, but we can't fix specific things. If you have a hydroponic system and your plants are turning yellow, you look that up. Turns out they're deficient in magnesium or iron. You go buy iron, you go buy magnesium and put it in your hydroponic system. You could even do this with compost tea, as we've actually put iron in our system when our plants are turning yellow. Another advantage of hydroponics growing over soil growing is the amount of water you use. You may not think this because hydroponics is just water. It seems like it's more water than the garden, but if you do a proper hydroponic system, then you should use less water than you would using a soil growing system, garden. That's because the nutrients in the hydroponics water can get recycled through each system, and that can keep going for a lot longer than nutrients would keep going in the soil growing system. What we're standing in right now is a water tank. A lot of people down south in Kona have these, and we can't waste a lot of water on our garden, so having a hydroponic system would be beneficial to people with limited supplies of water.
I now present to you music.
Hey, I'm Raja, and we just wanted to show you a checkup on our week 4 plants. We had to move them into this system because our old system broke. So as you can see, they transplanted very well and they're nice and healthy. They're having a lot of new growth. You can tell when there's new growth. They get these white hairs on them as they grow. So they're doing pretty good.
Now let me tell you who I am.
This is the final week. They're fruiting. Almost all the tomatoes are almost ripe now. So once we take all the ripe tomatoes, we're gonna take the plants out. The year's almost over. The system's just gonna be dead. We're not gonna leave it running over summer break. So that's how big they got.
You better watch your step.
Hi, I'm Aiden.
I'm Raja.
I'm Kaya.
Our problem statement was which type of growing medium will grow the best type of tomato plants, grow stones or cinder. Our hypothesis was grow stones will grow the best type of tomato plants because grow stones are meant for hydroponic systems.
The hypothesis was supported. The grow stones were the largest tomato plants in tomatoes.
There were a few data errors in the project though. The cinder system, it broke and we had to replace it. We also had to replace the plants in the system, which made them smaller. Other than that, there were no data errors and this project went smoothly.
Yeah, we obviously need to tone it down a bit. Run around town, spending time like it's counterfeit. Everybody catching hay fever like sinuses. Step in my arena, let me show y'all who the highness is.